near-shore accidents and so forth, 20% of them, at least around the States, basically are from jet skis, which are all, watercraft or rave runners, or other names of this. There's another name called Sea-Doo. These are the three brand type names. But why I'm saying this is I think we have to be conscious that around the globe, environmentalists have been quite successful in getting these craft banned. And I don't think there's a state park in the United States or Canada where rave runners, jet skis are actually allowed. But that's a state park. So in private settings, so state parks, entities owned by governments and so forth, lakes and so forth, owned by government, operated by government, they're banned. We have to acknowledge that. But
as overseas.
Right. And in the Caribbean, that is also the case in a number of places, as in St. Vincent. But you've brought up the issue about the tourism product. If there can be a bay selected in which the waters are considered safe and the proper instructions can be given in terms of training and so of person who just gives, a number of accidents come as a result of inexperienced riders, novice riders, and people riding a little too fast. It's like, Christal,
right.
If you're a driver, but if you're a driver, the first time you're driving, if you haven't had any proper training, and they put you on the back. I remember when I went to Bermuda.
Go on the back.
Huh?
Go on the back.
When I went to Bermuda. Huh?
A call is coming through.
Yes, good.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. This is Raiden, Mom.
Raiden's mom?
Yeah.
You were, okay, so this is WFM 99.9 and you're live on air. So I'm not sure if you wanted to get to the office or you're trying to reach somewhere else.
All right.
Okay. Take care. Oh,
yes, well, that's interesting. Yes,
very much so.
No, but somebody has the wrong number. That's fine. That I think that the concerns of the environmentalists, the concerns of people who worry about public safety, the concerns about people worried about accidents can definitely be addressed by this dedicated zone. And I was saying, when I went to the Bermuda, I wanted to rent a car. They told me you cannot rent a car. The only thing you could do is rent a bike. I said, but I don't know how to ride a bike. They said, we could teach you. We can give you a 1-hour lesson in the parking lot of the hotel. And then you could go out and ride. I said, all right. And guess what? I learned to ride a bike, but I didn't know one before. But I got comfortable going around the parking lot of the hotel. And I went on the road with traffic. But I was not an experienced rider. And so I could imagine somebody who's not experienced with a jet ski and so on, press that throttle as going too far. If they're swimmers in the sea, there can be problems where the accidents occur. So there has to be a beach where there's really no swimming and it's just enjoying the jet skis and so forth. And I think that there are places, I'm not going to mention any right now, but there are a couple of places where I think that is going to be quite ideal. And it could serve as a big attraction in our tourism industry that, hey, there's a location that you could go jet ski. Imagine cruise ships come in and people head into that zone, getting on their jet skis and enjoying themselves.
Ski zone?
A jet ski
What
zone.
about fishing? Everybody fishing all over.
Yes, fishing all over. And
So
there can be a relationship
they're going to throw out the fishers
with the fishers. There can be a relationship with the fishers that this is a dedicated zone. You know,
I don't think the fishermen would be very happy about that.
No, but there are other places where they could also fish. It isn't that is only one location. If you had a much larger, if you say on the whole leeward side you cannot fish, that you're going to get trouble. So we're talking about a bay. You know, you don't want to allow jet skis to go too far out in the ocean too. Yeah.
Let's take a call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you? Welcome.
Good. Now the doc, you were saying that Bill roll out the holiday. You know, Mr. Cummings have been talking about that for years and years and years.
Yes.
It's not nothing about no engineer. It's the government. It's the government have to make that decision. Engineers can't make that decision. It's the government. Because I was saying that for years. Even before that, I was saying that, listen, you at Montrose, you at Lowman's, and you want to go to Hartley Hall. You have to go all the way down Hospital Road. Or you at Montrose and you want to go Wettenbarrow, you have to go all the way down Hospital Road. Didn't make sense. A road could cut right there. I see that long time before you even mentioned that.
Yes. Yes. You know, I think that I want to totally agree with you. But the engineers are the ones who literally have to design. What the engineers do, they would explore certain things and then present it in terms of the cost, in terms of all those sort of things and things that, you know, and so forth. And then they look for funding and so it's a combination of politics and engineering, but it certainly requires the engineer to design the
government have
roads
to
and so
make the decision. Engineers not gonna go make things without government and tell them to do it.
Yeah, I think
Government have to do it for us.
isn't it? To me, it makes more sense
Are engineers gonna
government
just
and
go
then
do it
tender.
without
And,
government? Yeah.
But I'll tell you something, the way it works. You see, do you think the governments go and tell people to patch a road or tell them to go and fix a road that has 6, 7 potholes and so forth? As a politician in the past, I would lobby, I want this road done. And they say, boy, we can't do it yet. You know what I mean? So that in terms of and you want to know how much it's going to cost to then find the funding and so forth. It's a combination of both, truthfully. But the engineers do have some.
Government clear the
you know,
government.
the engineers, the engineers.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
don't stray from the topic
right.
too much. For
And
too
the
long.
engineers do have some leeway in it. But I'm not blaming engineers. The engineers haven't done it. I'm saying that we need the engineers to really look at that road. I agree with you.
No, the government have to let the engineers to do it.
All right.
For some engineers to do it.
Yes.
That's the bottom line. No engineer gonna just go there and think roads without government directing them to do it. You know, our you know, I think we just have to live with a lot of these situations with the traffic. You know, we don't have the topography or something like that. Like in Trinidad, they have the
Really?
what they call it, a flyover.
We don't have the what?
From Spain to the south. Topography or whatever. It may cost.
I'm pretty sure that's what people thought before the airport. And look at what we did.
Don't repeat that.
Look at the situation.
We don't have the topography. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yes, no, I think flyovers are certainly possible. I think the complexity of Arnesville probably will require some sort of flyover, so to.
Well, it depends on our projections for the future.
Yeah, but they're also very costly. You know what I mean?
All of that. Okay, so
we need like in Trinidad, they have a priority bus route where just the buses go on.
Okay.
Trinidad have more land spaces and whatever, but to us to do a lot of things, it will cost. The cost, you'll have to move a lot of houses, you have to build apartments, and they don't want to build apartments. The government don't believe in building apartments. So that's why I'm trying to set back there. A lot of things will require building a lot of apartments, moving a lot of houses, moving a lot of business.
Yes,
I can vision a highway from North Leeward to right down to North Windward.
Okay.
But you will have to move so many houses and the time and the money.
Yes.
I know you're trying to get rid of me, so let me go.
It's just that you switch up the topic now because we were talking about jet skis now.
He doesn't want to talk about jet skis.
No, but before
right, but that was before. But we move on. We've moved on from that.
No, you're convenient with that, Crystal.
No, sir. No, sir.
When I call, I ain't called to say when I'm coming home, but you just show that in, right?
How long do I spend on that? How long do I spend on that?
Have a good day, Crystal. Have a good day. Bye.
Same to you. Thanks.
All right.
I don't mind you coming in with something else, but don't make it too long, please, because we have a topic. We're discussing a particular topic.
Yes, that's true. It's true.
All right. Yes, we do take WhatsApp calls 457-9994. You can go ahead and call us. All right. Some responses coming in here from somebody who knows a lot about jet skis. All right. Well, let's speak to them directly. Hello. Good morning.
Hi, good evening. Good morning, rather. Mr. Thompson, good morning.
Good morning.
All right.
Mr. Thompson yes, Mr. Thompson knows who it is already. I'm Mr. Thompson's brother. His
Brother.
father was my dad. Yeah, he knows what
Listen.
I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yes. Right. Okay. So let us start with the jet skis. We have 30 years experience in Barbados, and the boss tell me your name is Christal. He's listening to you in Barbados right now.
Hi.
His name is Mr. Tate, but right now he's setting up the jet ski to go down. We usually take the jet ski out the water and we carry it up in Rendezvous.
Mhm.
So we have that, but on the water itself, we leave the photos of Century, we leave the Mabel, we leave the banana and everything. But I can tell you something, right?
Mhm.
The white people of Barbados don't deal with the jet ski business. It's the black people because they could go with it. You see a jet ski?
Mhm.
It ain't easy to go with. You see that business? It ain't easy. You see if one of them things bust, you have to have $2,000 to go buy the said white man and buy that now and set that up now because you have people looking down at you with their hands on the hip who book on Virgin Atlantic and already spend like $600-700 US with you. So you can't mess up now. And if you see you 40 minutes late, you better get them the right free. Come. No. Come on, it's free. Come on, 30 minutes. You kill that and look for the next money. But let's deal with the jet skis.
Mhm.
This is how you get a jet ski license in Barbados. You have to go and sit down in a classroom for a month. You have to have a good relationship with Barbados Coast Guard. They are the instructors. Transformers Water Sports in Barbados is one of the persons who is responsible for taking in persons in for license. I'm going to write a little letter later and invite the Minister of Tourism and you yourself and Mr. Thompson, when you go to Barbados, go down to Bronx Beach. It's the only black people on the beach in Barbados, and they carry out the swimming lessons for the advantaged students and that kind of stuff. There's chairs, there's umbrellas, and all the toys are there. You can choose which one you want. Christal, it takes me about 4 minutes, okay, to teach you how to ride a jet ski.
Really?
Now, this is how it's going to happen. Now, if you're going to operate the jet ski now from the beach, which we are trying to populate now because I've put some numbers up on eco-friendly. It's a bookament. If you want to operate the jet skis, you can operate it in the corner away from the people. You cannot run in and run out. And you have to take it out close to about a mile and then start to run up and down. The jet ski operators can come in from BIM and show you. I learned in BIM. I'm going there since 1980. I'm an operator. You understand what I'm saying, miss?
Yes.
So basically, what is happening there, you have to teach the people here. Now, you may see jet skis skin up and turn over. Years ago, jet ski used to chop up tourists. You understand? Chop them up. But right now, the only thing that can happen with you with a jet ski, you run into another boat. Remember, you are sitting down on a jet engine, and the throttle operates different to a bike. You have to press. So if you see you going and hit a boat, and you notice left or right is clear, you have to jam that, and it will take you out of that trouble as well as it could kill you. Because they do have a little run-ins in BIM at certain times, but some people has managed to get away. You're basically sitting on a jet engine. A jet engine operates by intaking air, driving it around a hard working core and send it out. Now, if I was to move a jet ski off, say you're sitting on Bucament and you're 10 feet away, and I move a jet ski off and I power it up, I don't think you could be able to reach the clinic, which is around the corner, to save your life. If I press that and use 10 feet away from you,
Let me ask something.
Mr.
Yeah. Now, and how are you? But anyway, listen. We've been having some problems on our roads. Minivans racing each other. You know that inner thing of going fast, going speed. You think are they allowed to race jet skis in those waters in Barbados? And what is the impact? Clearly, that's where people are going to run into each other and people are going to lose control and so forth. How have they been able to avoid that? Is it just the training?
Okay, well, what you do is you put the buoy, but you make sure you tell the tourists exactly how you're running, because some tourists don't know how to ride, but they can take instruction. It will take me 3 minutes to teach you how to ride a jet ski. Now, for example, you may see jet skis turning over, but what people understand quickly, if you feel the jet ski is going to turn over, let it go. You must release your two hands. If you do not release your two hands, it turns right over with you, but yes, you will get thrown off and you can get from under it. It would not damage you, right? But we have a chase boat for that. But normally smart people, if two of us riding and we hit the wave and you bend too much and you feel that you already let go the bike will come back up for itself and it will switch off because you're connected. Your left hand is connected to a key ring,
Okay.
which is a throttle kill switch.
I see. Oh, I see. So if you come off there, if you come off there,
right,
it shuts down.
Right, but I had since traveling this since 1980. I've seen being near to the beach. I've seen them taking white people off. Okay, that one dead. This one get chopped up. But then I've seen the technology got better.
Hold a second there. I know you're being available, but are you saying that the jet skis no longer have propellers that could chop you up? That now the mechanism, as I say, a jet ski is pushing water that propels the jet ski. Is that what it is? It's no longer propellers.
Actually, Mr. Thompson, what we've done, we have an 1100 jet ski in BIM. It does not have propeller. It is a jet engine. And I've done up to 65 knots already with it.
Yes.
Because I had a German lady on with me from Ida, the crew member. She said she wants to see how far, but I took her up 1.5 miles out above the Bridgetown port, and I fly the bike. That is when the bike does not remain in the water anymore.
Oh.
Okay.
But
yes,
you were in control.
Say again, please.
You were the person in control.
Yeah, but all you do is just keep the handle straight, but you have to sit like a certain way. So when you're moving and it flies, okay, it will fly, but you just keep it straight. You don't try to turn sideways or it will throw you off. But you have to get it throw off to understand it. But you don't have to throw off if you still maintain certain speed.
Okay.
But we do not allow you to go that. No, well, let me tell you, we have to deal with the tourists. We just turn down the bike.
Oh, I was about to ask if there's a way to regulate the speed before they even get on.
Yes, you go under it. You don't let the tourists see you. You do that before you leave the jet ski. Oh, how fast is this? Only 45. 45, man, come on, man. I said, you want to go 60? I said, well, give me 200. Right.
All right.
Okay, but lastly, okay, now, Mr. Thompson, I would like to make something very clear this morning.
Yeah.
Just quickly before you go, I would like to touch on the Riyadh subject just quickly. Now, for persons to understand it, you need to go back to 1995. Yeah. It was James Mitchell and John Compton who mashed up Riyadh. Okay? Now, how they did it, they brought in Carib Express.
Yeah.
12 pilots left New Zealand and came and picked up the HS748, which is the Avro, and bought them. I don't know why you're coming all the way from New Zealand to buy planes that's 5 years old. That baffles me because the planes and them still carrying cheese today, right? Yes, okay. So basically, that is what happened in a nutshell. But what happened basically, as you know, the Avro, you left St. Vincent for years, and you know the Avro. Can you remember the Avro?
Oh, yes.
Okay, did you remember that Britain went back to the drawing board and got an order for 278 ATP, which was the 81 seat.
I know. Hold a second. I know this is a highly technical subject, and you are very skilled in that area. Now, I know you're going to be talking about the planes that we had and so forth, and which ones they should have had. Maybe we could deal with that on another program. But
right, you can. I will help you with that. That's not a problem. Thank you very much.
Right, but thanks for the information on the jet skis. Thanks for the information on jet skis. I think we have a better.
The lady already have the boss in Barbados say to tell her when she comes to Barbados, come down to Brown Beach, should be given a ride free, and to tell
Crystal?
the Minister of Tourism.
Yes.
Well, I'm
Yes,
going
the
tomorrow.
Minister of
Yes.
Look
Tourism.
for me.
Well, you know, but guess what?
Yeah.
I take
you.
offense to that
Why?
because you're offering Crystal a ride. You don't offer me a ride. I mean, that's pure
You fend for yourself.
discrimination on radio.
Thompson,
Public discrimination. But it's all right. That's okay. Thank you very much. I
Before-
appreciate it.
Before you
Yeah,
go
man.
though,
Yeah.
in terms of the environmental impact, I read a story where it says that jet skis release about 730 pounds of waste into carbon dioxide.
Talk about CO2.
Right. If you spend about 3 hours, is that factual or is it based on the model and speed of the jet ski?
Tell me, you say.
No.
something
Can I say something? I've seen the same article too, but
Mhm.
boats release even more.
No, but that's not the question. Is
I
it
know.
true or not? Or is it based on model and makeup of the
Yes,
jet
okay.
ski?
Well, it's based on because some are more powerful than some, but what we done, we have 1100s, but what we done is put something called double barrel to ease up on the environment and the carbon footprint. So basically, that is why if you're going to run the jet skis from Buckerman, you can run them outside. And you run outside where there is no disturbance. The other place is Chatham Bay on Union Island. That is where jet skis can be run on persons. You come up to the persons and do your business from there. I would not say the other places, but that Chatham Bay on Union Island and Buckerman is probably a good place that you can run. But yeah, you must have your markers. You only let them run short, turn around, go back up and down. Do not let them run out in the water because they're going to get wild. So you have to make sure you tone down your bike.
Yes. That's
I've been in this business. I've been in this business 30 years, but not straight. I always have a job when I go to Barbados. When I step off the place, I say, yo, I want your car to borrow. That's how I just do it, yeah? Because I in town. Anyway, keep
Yeah.
it, guys.
All the best.
All right, thank you so much for your contribution. Quite insightful coming from somebody who operates jet skis, and a 30-minute ride on a ski is 90 US. Now, talking all thing in one. One time I went to Barbados. I think it was the last time I traveled to BIM. I was on the beach that was just outside of the hotel. And there were persons up and down jet skiing. And I was really interested in getting onto one of them, but I think time ran out and I didn't get a chance to, and I was really disappointed. So thank you for that. Next time I come to BIM.
Crystal,
And
any
I could get a little
motorcraft,
ride.
no matter how much it is, whether it's a propeller, whether it's a jet ski, that uses some sort of fuel, some sort of petroleum fuel product, is going to emit some form of CO2. They're going to be able to convert it into some form of CO2. So I think that particular question, and they always talk about nitrous oxide and all that kind of thing. But I think that our boats, our ferries, our powerful engine boats plying up and down, even fishing boats that use engines do virtually the same thing and even more. You know what I mean? So I don't think they have electric jet skis. I've never heard of that. You know, I haven't heard of electric jet skis. I don't think that I think being out in the ocean and the battery runs down. Yeah, that's not nice.
You have on your life jacket, just swim back to the instructor or something. The instructor will come to get you. Right. Some responses coming in on the WhatsApp. Good morning, Crystal. Good morning, Doc. Hi. I know you said not everyone can afford a jet ski. What are the age requirements? Is it 18 years and older? They have not set these things in place as yet. All right. Next, before getting on a jet ski, do you have to get their boaters safely certified before they actually get onto the jet ski? All of that, I think they will have to sit down and plan.
Well, I think
properly.
that's what the last caller was suggesting, that's something that has to be done. That training
to be a
and certain
certified operator.
hours, to be a user, just like having a license to drive a car, just like having a license to ride a bike. I think that this is something that should be done because of the safety features involved.
Yeah.
You know?
I think safety first, and if they can't afford it, by all means, go ahead. It's fun to have a jet ski, but if one can't swim, I suggest jet ski is not the thing for you. LOL. Good morning. Okay. All right. I'll take gotta read that after. Okay. Good morning to the folks in Canada. A lot of snow.
Yep.
Woo. Look at this.
Yes.
Sunshine. Whew.
Yes.
Let me
No.
send some your way. Here you go. I feel very bad about the difference in weather. And I know that you miss SVJ a lot. All right. Is there a boat service from one end of the island to Kingstown? That is Calicut to Kingstown. From someone who fishes as a hobby, there are always about 10 jet skis on the river. There are self-imposed rules about skiing and water being used by the people who fish. Is it just accepted that you don't do that? In terms of rules, I am not certain. I think we have quite a way to go though.
Yeah, I think something's being worked on. I hope it comes through soon because
Why soon?
listen, we're talking
Why
two
soon?
aspects, and you cannot say jet skis are being introduced for the tourist industry and that local persons are not permitted to use them at a recreational basis. I don't think that can be
I
said.
don't even think that's something that's going to come up in anybody's mind.
Yes, you're right.
No. Because
But,
outside of tourists and tourism,
you see, there are going to be issues if somebody wants to use a jet ski from Calicut to Kingstown to do fishing, but that is
Do
not
fishing on
the
jet ski.
zone. You understand? Or there's no zone within that particular area, then it would start to create some of the problems. So I think the Ministry of Tourism is trying to isolate that. If you're a jet ski enthusiast, or if you want to get, there's going to be a certain zone, a bay, that you basically could use a jet ski or could come and use a jet ski or could rent a jet ski and operate it there, as opposed to you're gonna take the jet ski instead of having your car. You jump on your jet ski and you go from Bayaboo to Kingstown, or you're from Calicut to Kingstown,
Best to
or
get a
from
boat.
Kingstown to
Get a
Annisvale,
boat.
or whatever the case might be.
Thank
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think that is the way, and I wanted to make that distinction. So local persons may feel, but you're discriminating against me because I want to use that jet ski however I want to use it.
How many local persons would actually consider buying a jet ski as an additional means of transport for the fun of it? It's
My Lord, the
6,000 to
amount of
21,000 US
persons- A jet ski?
for a jet ski.
Nah.
Then you buy a car.
You know something?
Hold a second.
You listen.
Hello, good morning.
Crystal, morning.
Good morning.
Dr. Thompson, morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm trying to stay as focused as the good Lord would allow me.
All right.
Now, I think I know a little bit about jet skis too, because I have a nephew who has jet skis. And I can't ever remember seeing a jet ski with propellers. They're jet propulsion. And they don't have propellers. Not there might be jet skis that have propellers before I was born.
Okay.
The jet skis I see now don't have no propellers.
Mm-hmm.
And in Barbados, the jet skis has an area where they mark off the buoys to let the jet skis know that they come into this area, and this will be away from the swimmers. So the swimmers know that you can't go into that area. That is jet ski. That's for jet skis only, to avoid accidents. Because I know of a case where a jet ski hit somebody and killed them. And then I had a case in Barbados quite recently when this guy and this girl went onto this jet ski and went far out to sea and disappear. To this day, nobody knows where they are. But it was said that they found the jet ski in St. Lucia. But jet skis, I must tell you, is a lot of fun, because what the guys do in Barbados, they get the jet skis and they go on the waves. Where the guys, you know those big waves the fellas used to surf? The fellas go on the jet skis and go in those waves and come all the way into almost to the beach on those waves. It's a lot of fun to watch. Jet skiing is quite easy. You only got to be aware what you're doing.
But Jose, but there's no swimming on that beach at the same time, or nobody surfing with a with a surfboard at the same time. Is it
No.
strictly just the jet skis?
Yeah, jet skis just go and do the thing on the waves.
Okay.
But the boy don't be out there. That's a rough area. But now, since you and Crystal are talking about tourism, the government is they have built out an airport. Now they're building out a seaport. And if they're talking about real serious tourism, they got to also build a horse racing track.
No, no.
We already no, nothing wrong with that. Nothing
No.
wrong. Actually, isn't
No,
there
I'm talking
a
about
track on
international standard.
San
No.
Sus? Oh,
No.
Why not?
I want to disagree. I remember when the Governor General of Trinidad and Tobago lobbied because he was a better. This is in the 70s, and he wanted the government to build a racetrack in Trinidad because he was a person who loved horses and loved betting.
oh,
So that
it was like
it's understandable
personal.
that in Barbados is a garrison and so forth. It's nice. It's a nice entertainment purpose. But I tell you something, here in St. Vincent, I think what people love to see is sports, is athletic sports.
But you
Over the
never
last
know. It
couple of
could be a
weeks-
little niche.
Over the
There's a
la-
gentleman
Yeah.
that has horses, and when people have different events, sometimes
Yeah.
he brings them out.
I think that if somebody has some lands to do that, they might-
Richmondville
they might-
does it too, as part of the.
Yeah, I'm not talking
Advertising, I'm
about
sorry.
horse racing. I'm not talking about the horse racing. There's a big difference horse racing and a racetrack and tours horseback riding.
Oh,
So you
what
can
are
have
you
horseback
referring to
riding,
then?
but Mr. Horn, the horse racing, I'm not sure about that.
Oh, so you mean?
You know?
Sorry.
But you can't be so pessimistic, Doc.
No, I think that
But are the two of you being pessimistic?
it is horseback riding. Yes, I want to.
But horseback riding, Doc, is something completely different.
I want to admit to you that I'm a part owner of a horse.
You're a
And
part owner,
yes, I'm a part owner of a horse.
so you have like the front or the
And
back of the horse.
I'm supposed to be having a donkey soon. You understand? And you Crystal, you're gonna find these. You come out to the mangrove and you'll find the horse and the donkey. You're able to get a ride.
You own part of the
Horseback
horse.
riding, yes. But horse racing and betting and that whole process of betting, I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure that is
But no,
part.
you sound like a Christian, though.
Huh?
Why?
You sound like a Christian.
Why?
But I am a Christian.
Because he didn't want to hear, he didn't want to talk now about betting or horse
No.
racing, because horse racing is a gambling thing.
I don't think that's why
tell
he.
you,
That's not the impression I got from what you
no,
said.
no.
But,
That is the main reason. But I think that whether it's casino gambling or whether it is all sorts of other gambling and betting on dogs. You see, some people may say, rather than horses, why don't you have dogs and bet on dog
Why
racing
don't you
and so
have?
forth?
Greyhound riding.
Greyhounds and so forth.
racing.
But I disagree with that too. I think that's not the type of
anyways.
investments we really need here in St. Vincent.
But no, let me just say to you, right, in closing, that
Neither.
if
Okay.
you're going to build out, if you're looking to develop St. Vincent as a tourist place, you've got to build all the things that locals will enjoy, but of course tourists too. Yesterday at the Garrison Savannah, not yesterday, Saturday at the Garrison Savannah,
Mm.
they had the Gold Cup race, the biggest horse race in the Caribbean.
We have
Yeah.
one
I
more
want the
minute,
best in the
sir.
world.
Yes.
Pardon?
We have one more minute, sir.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And one of the best in the world.
Yes.
And yesterday they had about 30,000 people on the Garrison, and a good portion of that were white people, tourists and things. So if you can build out, if you're looking to build out or to improve on the tourist product, that's one thing you got to seriously look at. Anyway, once more morning to Anita in Canada, stay safe and stay warm, darling, and to my friend Kingsley.
Mm-mm.
Hear you guys
All
tomorrow.
the best.
All right. Thank you. You
Yeah,
take
man.
care. All right.
Take care.
And with that, we're going to wrap things up on Activated Mornings for today. Doc, thank you so much for joining us
Well,
this
boy, I
morning.
made it in, but I don't know, boy, that traffic.
Just in the
That
nick
traffic.
of time.
So once again, good
Yes,
morning,
sir.
and have a wonderful day to everybody.
All right, same to you. Thank you. 9:45. We're 15 seconds shy. Coming up at this time, we've got a WFM's Community Dateline, bringing to you some announcements. So just want to say thank you so much for joining us this morning. Thank you to our friend Vinci living in Barbados for sharing that information or various points about jet skiing. We really do appreciate your input, and we will stay connected. Thank you so much for keeping us occupied and what's the word I'm looking for? Keeping our company this morning. Have a wonderful day. Be safe. And as usual, if you see something, you suspect something, open your mouth and say something. All right. My name is Crystal. Dr. Thompson has left already. Take care.
WeFM 99.9, home of quality programming. A source of reliable news and information. Home of legendary voices and music. WeFM 99.9, the clean first sound. Visit us online at www.999wefm.com or call 457-9994. WeFM 99.9, the clean first sound.
Welcome to Community Dateline for today, March 6, 2023. A wonderful Monday morning indeed. All persons who qualify to be registered as voters and therefore as holders of a national identity card are asked to visit the registering officer at the undermentioned venues and times in their constituency. On Monday, March 6th and Wednesday, March 8th, from 3:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. the following: North Windward, Sandy Bay Learning Resource Center; South Central Windward, Diamond Government School; South Windward, Stubbs Government School; Mariaqua Government School; East St. George, Caliqua Town Hall; West St. George, Belair Government School; East Kingstown, C.W. Prescott Primary; Central Leeward, Barley Government School; North Leeward, Spring Village Police Station; Northern Grenadines Beckway, Friendly Society Hall, Port Elizabeth; Southern Grenadines Union Island, Social Welfare Office, Clifton; and Southern Grenadines Canawan Administrative Building. On Monday, March 6th, from 3:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. the following: North Central Windward, Georgetown; March 8th,